About a month or so ago, I posted a video showing an overview of this N-scale layout I built in the shed, the Lake State Railway Alpena division. The video was actually filmed a couple of years ago, so several things have changed on the layout since then, so let's take a look. I think the barn was a fairly recent addition when I did the last video. Since then I've finished that, added a tractor, added a cattle fence, or at least part of it. I don't have the gate in front of the barn yet, or on the other side. Also, you see some hay back there for them. I don't know if that sand pile was there or not, and of course an old rusty car. There's more of the fence over there. I've been adding a lot of trees. Most of them are wood to the scenic. Some of them are just sticks from outside. I also use real dirt and other real materials, rocks, stones, and things like that. Helps keep the costs down, and it looks really good. I really like these pine trees here from Woodland Scenics. They were added, I think, 2 years ago now, 2 summers ago. They got a good shape, good appearance, like the color. There's several of them around. I think the fire truck is new. I think the people swimming here at the beach are newer. Again, a lot of trees. Some of these are super trees. I love super trees. You buy a big cake box full of them. It says you get about 100 trees out of it, but I've gotten closer to 200 or 300 and still have many more to go. Added the cemetery. The soil pump does work. Don't remember if these signs were there before. These are railroad crossing signs. Another one over here. Been a few vehicles added. A few figures added. There's some kids on bicycles. There's one over here having a drink on the riverbank. The water is made out of Mod Podge, gloss medium. I've tried the high gloss as well, but I found that that tends to crack. Not sure if it was a bad bottle. The gloss medium seems to look pretty good. It does need to be dusted, but if you look at this angle, you'll see a pretty decent shine on it still. So I'll have to find some good N-scale boats to put in the marina and out in the bay. I don't remember if the Dairy Queen was there or if it was completely installed, but here it is now in the parking lot, little grass area out front. I believe this house was brand new at the time. So I've got that in place, and I've also got the greenhouse next to it. I'd like to get one more in there if it'll fit. I don't want it to look too crowded though, because then I think it takes away from the realism. A few more trees back here. Not much else has changed back in this corner. Once I'm able to move this layout out of the shed and into the new garage, I'll probably work on it much more frequently. However, considering where it is and how I'm only to work on it a little bit at a time each year, I think it's coming a long way. Because it is in a shed, I've got plexiglass all the way around it. The front piece is removed currently. This is just some cheap trim from Home Depot, cut and painted black. The layout hangs from the wall, and then there's a couple legs out front. I just threw this sheet on there because I had it laying around and it would hide all the junk underneath this sheet. Eventually that'll be replaced with the black fabric that I use on the rest of the layout. Tip here, save some money. Buy that landscape fabric. That's what I use, about 12 bucks a roll, but any garden center. It's so much cheaper. It's super easy to cut and install. This stuff here, this is destined for layout B. I'll show you how I install it in a future video. I used to have cotton stuffed in these smokestacks to represent smoke. Well, it lasted for a few months. Then I came back one day and it was gone. The mice took it. Remember, we're in a shed. Same thing happened on layout B. Now layout A, that's safely in a basement, the cotton smoke is still safely in the smokestacks. Once all the layouts get moved into the new house, that shouldn't be a problem anymore. It's noisy and it needs to be slowed down a little bit, but it does move. So a few more structures, a bunch of little details, figures, vehicles, boats, lots of trees, maybe some other wildlife. Those are all the things that will be added to this layout. There's a counterpart that goes with this layout. I'll dig it out and show it to you one of these days. It's going to actually attach to the end right here. It's going to represent the quarry, the limestone quarry. It's just outside of the Lafarge cement plant, which is represented here, which is in Alpena, Michigan. It's a small little circle of track that goes around a quarry, and the reason it was built was to go in there. It got the nickname camper train, so I'd have a small layout with me when we went camping. It's buried right now. I will dig it out for you, show you in a future video. It's also in scale, of course. It needs some work, so before I do the video, I'll update it somewhat, get it running good. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.